No matter how much you hear, there's always confusion about chasing women. If you chase a woman, she will never truly want you. And if you don't chase her, she still won't want you. Because in the real world, women rarely run after men on their own. But the moment you start chasing, she suddenly becomes cold. So the real question is not whether you should chase or not. The real question is how you play the game in a way that makes her start chasing you without even realizing when or how it happened. That is the real game of this video. The psychology no one has ever explained to you. Since childhood, you've probably heard, "Don't chase women, let them come to you." But when you stepped into the real world, you saw the opposite. Women rarely chase men. If you don't start, nothing happens. And when you do start, they lose interest. So what's the truth? In reality, there are two ways to pursue. One is through logic, the other through emotion. If you don't understand this, you will either be ignored or used. Today, I'll explain the hidden psychology that controls the entire game of hunter versus chaser. There's only one way to make a woman chase you. You have to become the hunter. This isn't manipulation, it's understanding. Only those men succeed who understand where the real power lies. If you're new here, subscribe to the Dark Code channel. But more importantly, watch this video till the end, because what comes next might completely change the way you think. Let me tell you a story that will shake your mind. A few years ago, I met a man who owned 3 big restaurants. Women were always around him. Calls, messages, invitations from everywhere. I thought he must understand the game. But the reality was completely different. Not a single one of those women wanted him for who he was. They were around him, but not for his personality, for his money. This is called logical pursuit. When a woman comes after you, not emotionally, but through calculation, money, status, connections, her brain calculates life will be easier with this man. Yes, it works if you have millions, but the problem is dangerous. One night, after drinking, he told me, "Brother, I feel like a walking ATM. When the money ends, the love ends." And he was right. Those women stayed, but always with one foot outside the door. The moment another man made them feel special, they were ready to leave. That's the curse of logical pursuit. It's hard to maintain, and it never gives you what every man truly wants. A woman who chooses him for who he is. This is where the game changes. There's another way of pursuit that any man can learn, even without money, status, or looks. It's called emotional pursuit, and it's the most powerful force in relationships. When a woman becomes emotionally attached, it's no longer her choice, it becomes her biology. She can't stop herself. You become her habit. Like an addiction, her nervous system craves daily. She doesn't stay because her brain says so. She stays because her emotions force her to. And understand this, these feelings don't just happen. They are created. They are set up. And you can learn it. Think of it like a cigarette. One day a friend offers you one. You try it. Then again. Slowly it becomes a habit. Soon you start asking for it. And one day you're willing to pay for it yourself. Relationships work the same way. Instead of cigarettes, it's attention, emotion, and connection. You give a little attention, then disappear, then return, then disappear again. Slowly, she starts craving it. Your presence becomes necessary to her. This isn't manipulation, it's human nature. Women crave emotion, challenge, and unpredictability. A man who makes them feel alive, not one who is always available and becomes boring. This is where most men fail. The moment they like a woman, they become a 24-hour service center. Always available, always texting, always giving attention. And then they wonder why she lost interest. If something is always available, it loses value. Predictability becomes boring. But something that appears at the right time and then disappears creates need. And emotional need is the fuel of attraction. Now that you understand emotional pursuit, here comes the real art, the method to create that addiction. Most men try to be hunters but end up as chasers, and the difference between them is like a king and a beggar. A chaser keeps messaging, keeps asking when to meet, says yes to everything, tries to prove himself constantly, fears rejection, and tolerates everything. He is always in a lower position. A hunter, even if he fails with power. His intention is clear, but he has no neediness. He doesn't ask, he states. He doesn't talk big, but his tone carries silent authority. That's real masculine energy. I once met a man named Fernando. Not handsome, not rich, not famous, but women were crazy about him. I asked him his secret. He said one line, "The difference is in how you ask." A normal man says, "When are you free?" That's asking for permission. Fernando says, "Which day are you free this week? I want to take you somewhere. You'll like it." One is asking, the other is leading. One makes her the leader, the other sets the frame. This is the first rule of a hunter: never speak like a follower. Now comes the most powerful tool: scarcity. Most men think more messages mean more attention. Truth is, more you give, less your value becomes. Golden rule: contact once a week. No more, no less. Your brain will say she'll lose interest. Wrong. She becomes curious. Because every other guy is texting her 15 times a day, and you're different. You become rare, and rare things stay in the mind. Meet her on Saturday, then disappear for a week. No texting, no chasing. Next Saturday, send one message. "Hey, you said you like art. There's an exhibition this Friday at 8. Dress a bit elegant. I'll take you somewhere special after." This is not just an invite, it's a frame. You are not asking, you are directing. Sometimes she'll test you. She'll say she's busy. This is where most men fail. They panic, offer alternatives, chase harder. A hunter just says, "No problem, maybe another time." That's it. No explanation, no pressure. This confuses her. She's used to men chasing, but you didn't. You showed self-respect. And that creates curiosity. Most of the time she comes back, not because she suddenly got free, but because you became rare. And when she finally agrees to meet, you've already established something important. She is stepping into your world. On the first date, most men try to be nice. They make her comfortable but fail to create attraction. She leaves thinking, he was nice, but nothing special. Because men talk facts, women feel emotions. She won't remember what you said. She'll remember how you made her feel. Don't ask boring questions like, "What do you do?" Ask, "When did you last feel truly alive?" That's what creates connection. Then comes the moment. You notice her looking into your eyes longer, adjusting her hair, softening. Look at her lips for a second, then back to her eyes. If she mirrors it, that's your signal. Lean in. But here's the master move. End the date at the peak. When everything feels perfect, smile and say, "Tonight was amazing." Then leave. This leaves a burning question in her mind. Why did he leave? That question keeps her thinking about you. She texts you, she chases you, but most men ruin it here. The moment she starts investing, they become too available again, and she loses interest. Value lives in rarity. Once she's emotionally invested, you use selective availability, not disappearing, but not predictable either. Then comes testing. She may act cold, delay replies, cancel plans. Average men panic. A hunter stays calm, focused on his own life. If she returns, good. If not, still good. Because he lives in abundance, not scarcity. Most women come back with more respect, because attraction grows when a man doesn't depend on her attention. A strong man has direction. A woman becomes part of his journey, not his entire purpose. That's how real attraction works. When you reach this stage, the chase flips. She chases because she feels you are rare, strong, and stable. Now the game is clear. What chasing is, how hunting works, how emotions are created, and how relationships last. Now it's your turn. If this opened your eyes, comment one thing. I choose myself. Because that's not just a sentence, it's your new standard. And if you want to learn more about hidden psychology, male power, and relationship secrets, subscribe to 100 Quotes. What's coming next isn't just about dating, it's about transforming your entire masculine identity.